Well, the CDC is issuing a warning after 5 people caught malaria here in the U.S. Worldwide, 619,000 people died from the disease in 2021, and there hasn't been a case of malaria caught locally in the U.S. since 2003. 4 people in Florida and 1 person in Texas have been exposed to the disease so far, which is typically transmitted through mosquitoes. News Nation's Nichole Berlie joins us now from the southern border. So, Allie, what are officials there saying?
Yeah, right now what we can tell you is these 5 cases here are the first to be confirmed locally in more than 2 decades is what we're looking at here. And when it comes to this disease, yeah, a lot of people are concerned about it. So what we know here is that the CDC is reporting that these 4 people from Florida and then another person from Texas contracted this disease between late May and late June through what they're saying is local transmission. So it's really important to note here that malaria is not contagious, you guys. The disease, though, cannot be passed from person to person. Instead, a person contracts this disease by being bitten by a mosquito that's carrying the malaria parasites. So I did ask Border Patrol if they were concerned that malaria and other diseases were in fact coming over the border with migrants seeking a better life. This is what they had to say.
When we're hearing that there's individuals coming into the United States from all over the world, a lot of them are not getting screened, they're not getting checked, they're asking for asylum, they're just getting released. It was just, it was going to be a matter of time before we started seeing a lot of these, illnesses and diseases that we haven't seen in America for a long time, all of a sudden coming up again.
Now, the CDC says that all 5 of those individuals have received treatment and are recovering. They are keeping an eye on any additional cases. But the reality here is that the United States sees around 2,000 cases of malaria. But again, those are from people that are traveling outside of the U.S. and bringing it back in.
So, Allie, have you received guidance? What should people do to protect themselves right now?
Yeah, so right now it's really important. Obviously, we know how to prevent mosquitoes, right? We need to drain that standing water. So if you have bird baths, anything like that, maybe even tires that can collect standing water, you need to get rid of that. You need to watch for that. They're also recommending wearing long sleeves and pants as well, especially during the morning hours and then at sunset as well, because that's when the mosquitoes are most active. So those are some things to, of course, worry about. But when it comes to the testing that's happening with Customs and Border Protection, Art Del Cueto tells me that unfortunately a lot of these people aren't receiving the adequate screening that would show malaria. Because here's the thing, if they're not showing symptoms, they're not going to undergo that screening and go to the hospital for care because of malaria. So that's something that we have to watch for. But again, it is not a contagious disease.
All right, an important story to talk about. Allie Berlie, thank you. And joining us now is Dr. Shika Jain. She is a board-certified physician in hematology and oncology. So, Dr. Jain, let's start with these malaria cases, if you don't mind. Is this cause for concern?
I don't think it's cause for panic, but I do think it's cause for concern. And I really think we need to look at the underlying reason why we haven't seen malaria in 20 years and we're seeing it now. And some of it can be attributed to climate change. We're seeing more warm weather for longer periods of time. We're seeing environments that might be more amenable for mosquitoes that are carrying malaria to live in these warmer climates. So again, emphasizing that this is not a contagious disease. You cannot catch it from someone else, but you can catch it from mosquitoes. And so it's not a time to panic, but it is a time for us to consider, why are we seeing more mosquitoes with malaria in the United States, giving it to people in the United States right now?
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.